A wise man once said, "Good things come to those who wait." Well, this is a story about a gentleman and a classic car. This is a story about my journey on getting this W123. So, the year is 2015. I spot this amazing, super clean, mint condition W123. So I talked to the owner, and he says he's not selling. 2016, I come back, talk to him, he's still not selling. I come back in 2017, he's now getting tired of me, and he says he's still not selling. And 2018, answer is still no. 2019, answer is still no. And now we're in 2020 August. I get this call from the owner, says he feels it's about time he let the car go. So the following morning, very early, we wake up, me and my friend, we're headed over to the gentleman's, the old man's house, to have a talk with him and hopefully take the car back home with us. So we reach here, it's still very early. As you can see, it's still about 8 a.m. The sun was just coming out, and we had to wait for him to wake up. He's 80 years old, a very good gentleman, and we had to give him time to wake up and get ready. And in the meantime, I took this opportunity to basically go through the car again, check the condition of the car. It had been almost a year since I saw the car last, and the most amazing thing is that this car had not left where we had the garage since the last time I saw it. It's actually at the same spot though, so it's a car that rarely moves. So we went ahead and started inspecting the car. So basically, if you're familiar with these cars, what you want to look for is basically you want to look for rust. They're very notorious when it comes to rust on the sunroof, on the floor. And on the doors too, that they get attacked by rust. Also on the battery, where the battery is, the battery tray gets attacked by rust. So this particular car, there was no such thing. As you can see, it was super clean. The floors are super clean, amazing, and the mats, everything clean. Interior is very spotless clean. But behind the doors, everything was clean. On the engine bay, everything was clean. No sign of repaint. Just one panel that probably had just normal wear and tear. This is the boot. Look at the boot. The boot is super clean. That's original. The tire from the factory. The jacks, everything is intact. The interior is fabric. Brick a bit of it. Here's the engine. The engine bay, look at that, super clean, just normal dust. Look at the interior, man, amazing. Original stock radio. Look at the seats, look at that, amazing, right? And so this is one of those finds. Look, I even had the windbreakers, or Mercedes windbreakers. They're very rare. This was a very rare. Also, look at the panel, the right hand panel. A bit of this is a sunroof, so just basically, this is good. This is workable. Just basically a bit of cleaning up. WD-40. The sunroof opens up, and it's a manual sunroof. Yes. So this is generally the condition of the car. This is a boot. Look at everything is intact. Everything is intact. Look at that. Good morning. Let me get my mask. Sauce. When it comes to the engine, this particular model, the 200, came in a M102 4-cylinder. it had two options. One had FD and the other one was a carburetor. This one is carburetor. It is a very solid engine. It is known to hit 1 million kilometers without any issues. The other thing you need to know about this engine is that it had two options. One was power steering, the other one didn't have power steering. This particular one has a power steering option. So when I'm buying these cars, there are a couple of things I usually check. One, I go to the engine bay and see if there are any leaks coming out of the block. The other thing I check is the smoke out of the exhaust. If the car has warmed for about 15 minutes, I see what kind of smoke is coming out of the exhaust pipe, what color it is. Depending on the color of the smoke, it tells me generally about the health of the engine and the condition of the engine rather. So if the color, say it's blue or it's white or it's black, black means the combustion is not happening. It's not really. If it's thick black means the combustion is not really happening. There could be an issue with the plugs. If it's blue, basically worn out rings, that kind of things. If it's white, means the blown gasket, that kind of stuff. So the other thing I check is if the car has warmed up enough, I go on the engine bay and I remove the dipstick. The reason I remove the dipstick is, one, if the engine has an issue with say compression or rings, the oil, when the car has an issue, when you remove the dipstick, the oil rather pops out. That's a sign that the engine is really in bad shape, okay, and it might need an overhaul. This car was perfect. No, it's the original engine, has never been overhauled. It was also a very low mileage car, so I knew what I was buying. So at this point, it is very important I say this. So if you don't have mechanical know-how on this on cars, it is important that you take your mechanic, a reliable mechanic you trust, to the purchase, so that they can check for you all these things. Generally tell you about the condition of a car before you put your money in it. Fixing an engine is quite expensive. Also, when you're buying a car, as you can see now, Mr. Vishram, the owner of this car, has only been the first owner of this car for a very long time. He's a very articulate man. He's a very good gentleman. He's taken good care of this car. It is very hard to find these cars in this condition. Really, it is a almost 40-year-old car, so it is well maintained. Has all the service history since the day he purchased it to now. It is available on what has been fixed in the car. So basically, it's a good start for me. It's a very, like I said, it's a very rare, pristine condition Mercedes 123 to have. I've had over 10 of these over the period of a period of 10 years. So I've been buying them and selling them, but this one I'm keeping for myself. Okay. So I'd also say that I've driven a 123 for the past 12 years, so I'm very good with the mechanic. The reason I don't have a mechanic here is because I'm good with these cars. I'm very good with these cars. And if you're going to a purchase, first it is important to note that you need to do a car search. You need to do the plate search so you can get the information about the chassis number, the engine number on the car. The day, I usually do it the day before, so that I have a copy of that. So when I get the logbook, I also cross check with what the chassis of the car is. And that's a sure way to avoid a lot of legal issues. If the engine has been changed before, they should give you the proper paperwork of how he came to say the seller came to own the engine, that kind of stuff. So that you can also, when you're getting the logbook in your name, it can be an easy transfer. Okay. The other thing is you need to have the car transferred in your name on the Tims. So make sure the seller transfers the car to you on Tims. They need to have a Tims account if they're in Kenya and they own the car. So if guys on Tims, they need to really transfer the car, because that's another issue, people that can give you a lot of headache when trying to transfer an old car. The other thing you need to get the original logbook from the seller. You also need to have a sales agreement by your lawyer, signed by your lawyer or on behalf of your transaction, so that you can basically have a legal document apart from everything else. So the other thing you want to do is also, apart from that, is have the car transferred to you as soon as possible. Okay. So me, I insist on having the car transferred on Teams instantly before I make the payment. Why? Because I don't like those issues where you have to come tomorrow, the Teams password, or someone who the guy is under company, that kind of vibe. So it's a goose chase. You wanna get involved in that. So have your paperwork ready. Have proper paperwork done on your car before you pay for it. Don't forget the PIN from the buyer and his ID copy. With that, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video, and I appreciate it. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We have amazing videos on car builds. To check out the other videos. We've been building cars for a long time. Well, I'd also like to thank Mr. Visham for this amazing gift. It's really an amazing car, and I plan on keeping it for a long time and taking good care of it like he's done for the past 40 years. And so to many more years with this amazing car. Basically, the journey is just beginning. So I'm off. See you next time. Do what you love, man. Basically, take good care of yourself during these COVID times, man. And it's really crazy out here. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of yourself. Mask up. Take precautions. Don't get COVID, bro. It's really bad. And to everyone who's really supported us on the channel, we appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for recommending this post to your friends. We're really getting good. Feedback from fans. Now our subscription is really growing. We are now at over 200 people in a very short period of time, and that means people are loving the content. So make sure, if you're watching this, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. This is Vintage Hunter Builds. My name is Kevin, and this is my new W123. Super excited, man. So take care of yourself. See you next time. See you in the next video. Check out the other videos too. Peace and love.